Hello, Internet! I know you are all eagerly awaiting for this next installment of Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9001! And here it comes, loud and proud, for it is a Friday, and it is 7 p.m., and I'm Sneaky Devil.
He's the only one who's loud.
So, we have outsourced Atin today to the Bajit. Cruel Ruin / Kiln, depending on.
Bajit has wares if you have coin.
What? What?
It's a Skyrim joke.
Okay.
Oh,
And that's going to be the name. Bajit has wares.
God damn.
Oh, that's okay. I couldn't hear all of what he said, and so I thought for some reason you said it has beards. Because your mic cut out at the worst moment on my end.
I'm pretty
I
sure
was
he's got
really
a beard.
fucking confused.
Alright. Woo!
Don't forget the disclaimer.
Right, disclaimer time. Ugh. Woo! Okay. That was a shot I might have taken a bit too fast.
Why did you? We haven't even started.
Look, I
That's
took
the
another
point.
look at the fucking summary, and that's enough to get me going.
Oh, God.
Right, so disclaimer time. As per Twitch guidelines, do not contact or otherwise come into communications with any of the people we feature on this here podcast unless they specifically request it, at which point in time we will let you know. That has not happened yet. Moving past that.
You tell people, try to leave us out of it.
Everything that takes place on this podcast should be considered satire or education, as we are incapable of doing either. Just play fantasy with us and believe we can. As always, you can find the story we are reading in the Discord found down below. Too much potato juice already. Never too much potato juice. Yes, this is a recommendation from the good old Zeckles, so you can blame him for your suffering that occurs during this stream. Naruto the Guildmaster. Naruto never made it to Genin, since the Mizuki incident, the Council had all the power and rejected his entry. Without anything else to go for, Naruto is left only for civilian. What the fuck is that wording? Watch how the child of prophecy, the son of the fourth Hokage, and the last heir of the Uzumaki, will change the ninja nation without becoming a ninja. Warning! Plot driven and zero dialogue.
Huh?
Okay, well, English is his third language, apparently mentioned in the author's note.
It's also my third language. I'm not that fucking horrible at it, though.
To be fair, writing English is far harder than just speaking it.
I write
That's
too!
a weird
Yeah,
thing
he's
to
written longer stories than you, man.
Good for him. I applaud his efforts.
No, like, see, the thing is, if anybody goes and says, oh yeah, English is my third language, and he's still writing, that means he's bullshitting you. Because almost every single third world country these days has English medium schools as a base. Any country that has been, that has been a colony at some point in time, has English as their main language using which all work is done. So, unless it's like China, maybe, or
No,
Japan.
dude. China actually has the most English speakers in the world.
No, but their English is...
Okay.
The thing is, other countries, like in India and stuff, we know English, except, our accent's kind of right. But other than that, yeah.
Okay, well, the guy apparently joined Fanfiction.net 2013. The story was published February 2014, and he's from Germany.
No, then Germany.
So this
That's
motherfucker
pathetic.
had better been a high schooler when he wrote this story.
Yeah.
I feel
Like,
the need to ask, how
I-
long is anything other than a one-shot without dialogue? Granted, I've been avoiding talking much of my story due to being bad at it, but I just don't cut it out wholesale. Well, see, that's the problem, is you can, in theory, write a decent number of words without having any of the characters talk in them, but the main problem comes when you want to progress the plot, because more often than not, sometimes the best ways to move the plot along and explain things to readers without babying them is have the characters casually talk about it. Hey, Contempt, thanks for joining us.
And the opposite is also very common on fanfiction. What people do is they go like, "Oh yeah, I could write a conversation here to explain this shit," or I could just have them like I could just write and they talked about A, B, C, D, and it is done.
Time
Like-
skip after they talked a bit.
Oh yes, exactly that. Thank you for reminding me of that. I'd almost forgotten.
Anyway, so this story's got 331 favorites with 211 follows and a total of 52 reviews. I do want to see what the reviews say before we get right into this. Make it Guildmaster 2.
Well, the very first review says WTF in all caps.
Yep.
So,
Even though the
Is that
story is
what
short,
chapter
it's
was
my
it?
favorite. I love this story. Good chapters, very good work. Great story. Good work, man or girl. Man or girl.
There are only two genders, and we know which ones they are.
Man and girl. This would have been a good story, but you made the civilian council too powerful, which is completely unrealistic. The civilian council doesn't exist, period, is what makes
They
it.
might have a union or something, and that's.
I mean,
that.
no, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a merchants union or some shit
Yeah.
like that. But, like, not a, we are the civilians, and we are the council that dictates the laws for civilians. That's
Because-
not how military dictatorship works, in the fucking slightest.
it's really
I mean,
not
this guy lives
like.
in Germany. He should know a thing or two about that.
The wonders of
regret
good
reading the
job, more
profile
please.
now. Oh, jeez.
The civilian council is a purely fanon concept, because in a ninja village, a civilian council can't exist, as it's a military dictatorship. Moreover, in a ninja village, the civilian council won't have any significant economic power, since if the revenue in a ninja village comes from ninja missions. Actually, that is only true for every place besides Konoha. A large portion, I don't know how much, because the guidebook never says, but a large portion of Konoha's revenue does come from trade.
Yeah.
Because they're like one of the only ninja villages that does that.
Yeah, I think I remember that being mentioned in the anime and the manga itself somewhere like, oh no, we make a shit ton of money off missions, but our main thing is trade.
Yep.
Like,
Because they
And that's
big
good
and
ninja
beefy
stuff, but they
and-
also have like nice arable land that can grow stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When
I mean, my
is
God,
the sequel?
have you seen the forest that they have?
Interesting story. More sequel. I love this author. Delete me. I have left for good. Please delete me.
What the fuck? Oh.
Does he
Okay.
not know? Can't you go bother support to delete
Oh
your
yeah,
account?
you can.
Like,
It's
They
like
can
the
do it if
ultimate,
you
I
ask.
want attention, but I also don't want attention.
it's like that. They can do it if you ask them real nice.
Like,
Welcome back. I love your story. Keep up the good work. Maya's a scary woman.
Who?
My.
Was that the
That's the new.
Mewtwo Kage?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
music.
the fucking. It's like, oh yeah, I have 4 bloodlines. You fucking what?
4.
I really hope this doesn't have a sequel. Does this have a sequel?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not. I'm actually like standing away from the computer because I got tired of looking at that.
Naruto the Painter. Okay, I'm actually intrigued as I see
Naruto the Painter.
paint be like perfect Konohan girls.
Naruto, the legend of the Phantom Batosai. Naruto.
Is that a fucking... No, don't you fucking do that.
Naruto left Konoha when he was young, where he later meets both Seta Sojiro, then Hiko Sejiro, and eventually wanted to become a fully fledged swordsman. It is a samurai versus ninja fic, in which both Naruto and Kenshin universes merge together. No dialogue.
He just can't write dialogue, can he?
I don't think he can actually write dialogue.
I love the way he's trying to play it off like, oh, yeah, I don't do dialogue.
This is my writing style, guys. You can't say I can't do it like this. This is just how I write.
He has dialogue in Naruto the Painter.
But he didn't put the this is my writing style disclaimer up there.
Can somebody just tell him once that omitting dialogue is not a writing style?
I am
except
honestly
for when you're writing
curious.
essays.
I'm extremely curious, right?
No. Here's the thing. I've seen short stories done without any dialogue. It is completely possible.
Yeah.
No. But like,
I have not
like
seen many. I've never seen a full-length novel do it.
Yeah.
And the few short stories I've seen it, half of them were done horribly.
Yeah.
Because when you take out dialogue, you get rid of a lot of not even filler space.
Interaction.
Yeah. So at that point, what you're relying on for the character is what the character. Any story without dialogue, I found it's best in first person with someone who just internally monologues.
Said the oh no.
Oh no. Other stories I wish to write. Naruto times Predator. I love Predator ninja stories in Naruto. In this case, I want Naruto's dream to become the best hunter nin ever. Slowly, he turns into Predator from the movies using advanced seals.
Can you check his favorite stories and authors? I need to know what kind of things this person
He's
likes.
only got 10 favorite stories.
Okay, you know what?
Ooh. The
I
Hope
want
of the
to
Senju
see...
Clan. Oh. Out of the Unknown.
The Hope of the...
Gamer Files. Pirates
I think I remember
of the
that
Leaf.
one. Maybe I don't. I don't know.
Ugh. The Invisible Fox was actually mildly okay.
I think the Hope of the Senju Clan, I think that started strong and then like by chapter 10 kind of started going off.
And burned real hard.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing like Predator Ninja in the Narutoverse, but it can't be Naruto. It has to be someone else who would actually fit the role of a hunter nin, like Sasuke, maybe, or Kakashi. Kakashi takes a different path when he sees his master.
But
you need a serious deviation, like what Kelman I did, to make Naruto go, yeah, I'm gonna go kill people.
Oh, you mean like, I've been thrown in another world, I didn't grow up the same way, and I'm very protective of my family.
Yeah!
See, it's like this, okay, I'll explain to why people make Naruto a hunter nin in their own world. It's because Sasuke doesn't pull in the views.
Sasuke does not pull in the views, I will admit that. That's because Sasuke is a terrible, flat character who's like really easy to hate.
He does have his nuance, except it's so hard to get to.
Sasuke had great potential to be a character. He developed so well, and then Shippuden happened and literally turned him into a cardboard character up until the last.
I will kill everyone. I will take on the hatred.
Sneaky, what was it like? The last 30 or so chapters, he finally started becoming a character again.
And then right at the end, he was like, Naruto, I will kill you and take on the hatred of this world.
I'll help you kill him. Awesome. All right, I'm going back to my plan of killing everyone again.
No, I want to become Hokage.
Naruto, I will kill you and become the last Kage of the world.
No, wait. What was it? I'm gonna kill all the. I'm gonna kill all the Kages. I'm not gonna do that. Then I'll just kill you and then kill them.
Naruto Battle Royale.
No, it wasn't even that, Max. It was straight up just Naruto be like, I'm gonna become Hokage, and Sasuke's like, no, Naruto, it is my dream to become Hokage, and I will kill you.
No, it was literally Naruto. You are standing in the way, so I'm going to like. Oh, I don't remember. It was just okay, Sneaky. All I remember is we get the when they made the little chibi comic of like, woo, we beat the big bad. And then Sasuke's over in the corner yelling, "Revolution!" And all of the revived dead people are just like, and all the revived people are just face palming it. Itachi's like, "Really? I died for this?" So disappointed. That's all I remember of that chapter was the fan comic of the chibis watching this.
Yeah.
But going back, Naruto Battle Royale, I want to see that now.
Into it. Oh, you will be able to see it, Max, because it's called Jump Force.
No, Sneaky.
That's gonna be fighting each other.
No, Sneaky. I mean, I want the Fourth Ninja War. Everyone is just a basic bitch ninja. If you're lucky, you get the upgrade to turn into like Madara or Tsunade or something for 5 minutes.
Oh no! They've activated the hero characters! We're doomed!
Imagine how much worse the Ultimate Ninja Storm games would have been if they were actual, like, Battle Royale style, like, 4 people.
I mean, see, some characters just have, like any character that can fly just has an unfair advantage.
I'm so fucking tired of the whole Battle Royale thing. It's just become a meme at this point, and I just hate it. Like, I thought the idea when PUBG came out, I thought the idea was like, okay, this is different. This is sort of interesting.
No, Sneaky, it wasn't different. It was, oh, we took the Hunger Games mod from Minecraft, but gave it guns.
Or alternatively, we took DayZ and removed the zombies.
Wasn't it Rocket who developed PUBG?
No.
Wasn't that the same guy?
No, he got hired on to make DayZ.
No, Sneaky, he left DayZ, remember?
He left DayZ and then he's like,
he left in the middle of the alpha working.
Did.
And the biggest issue with DayZ
popped up
was
a couple years later.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest issue with DayZ was basically they went like, yeah, so all that really cool stuff in the mod where you create stuff, like all the base building and all that stuff, they just went like, yeah, let's just remove it from standalone.
Yeah,
well,
just, oh god,
all of that. But the base building was like, okay, we'll take the editor from Arma and then apply it so you can do it normally with resources. So that was already in the game. They just had to tweak a few variables, I think. A lot of variables to dig through, granted.
But anyway, yeah, enough about Battle Royales and why they're garbage and you're a garbage person if you like Battle Royales. Let's move on to the fic. I know we're not really looking forward to it, but we've already spent 19 minutes waxing on about everything besides this. So let's get right on into it. Let us begin! Fic review!
Damn it.
Did you just clap?
I'm sorry, Sneaky, just a real quick aside. I am so sick and tired of how when Atin isn't here, you are stupidly on task.
I mean, somebody
Every
has
fucking
to keep him in check. If Atin is not here, he's just himself.
He just keeps himself in check, and it angers me.
I know, it's really hard, right?
If only he'll do it when we're writing. No, that's my fucking job.
Yep.
Apparently.
Okay, let's say blah 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 blah. The lone Uzumaki. Thanks to the civilian council, they have succeeded in failing The only promising ninja to be student Uzumaki Naruto. Really, the only promising student. You mean,
Wow.
if the entire class of clan kids who go on to do their own actual pretty badass stuff and are overall decent quality ninjas when they graduate.
I'm sorry, the only promising ninja. So we're ignoring Sasuke, we're ignoring Ino.
We are ignoring literally the entire rest of the class.
Like fucking Hinata, who's from like a main clan family.
We're ignoring all of the literal clan heirs. And then there's Sakura, who would probably make a good intelligence ninja with her high academic score if she would just get her ass off of the diet that she tried to go. Like, hey, work on your physical stuff a bit, and hey, you could make a great intelligence ninja, running information back and forth.
To be fair, Sakura is a great representation of a large amount of people who think just eating less will somehow making them skinnier.
I know, right? It's like how people believe that drinking vodka will make them thinner.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually know people who think that, may I point out, that drinking alcohol will like kill.
Well, here's the thing: eating less.
Drinking vodka will kill the fat.
Here's the thing, though: eating less will make you thinner. But after about a week's time, your body adjusts. Well, no, after a week's time, your body adjusts the new calorie intake. It's like, well, since you're not doing anything else, I'm going to assume this is where you want me to sit at now. Like, once you learn, you can change how much your body burns.
The reason why the story is written in the format of a poem is because the author has no dialogue in it, so that's the only way they can go about progressing the plot lines. And as far as the whole food thing, if you don't eat food and you just eat less food, your body gets used to you eating less food, so then it goes into fat storing mode, so when you do eat more food, you actually get fatter faster.
Oh yeah, which actually, you actually can trick your body though. Like, say, for 3 days you eat 2,000 less calories, then take the next 2 days to eat 2,100, 2,200, and then go back down below 2,000. You can't train your body. You have to trick it.
Yep.
Like, the only thing that you can teach your body to do reliably,
or you can just eat right and exercise.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Like and even exercising. Like, the only thing you can reliably do that your body doesn't screw itself over is when you're doing cardio. That's it. You keep doing the same muscle exercises over and over, it will fuck up your gains.
Right. Yeah.
You will see diminishing returns.
Well, I mean, that really depends on what you want to do. If you just want to get in shape, swimming and pull-ups and anything based on your own body weight, those are all great exercises if you just want to be in shape.
Oh yeah, and swimming, because of how it exercises the muscles, is fantastic if you want to slim down and still
that's why you see all the swimmers and they're like fucking chiseled little things, because they're like, the muscles they do have are really well defined.
Yeah.
Anyway, so civilian council, due to the prejudice of the demon Kyubi, the boy that can outrun ninjas. That can outrun ninjas! Chunan! Chunan!
Wait, did he say? Is that what he wrote?
Chunan!
No.
Yeah!
written it.
Jonin and Anbu on regular basis.
He really did write Chunan.
The same blonde that can prank the Byakugan users without being caught. That's complete canon. Or to fool the elite and expert in Zugabarane trackers from finding him, also absolute canon.
The only thing we have that's canon is that for some reason he actually is capable of evading.
I'm echoing because Kilm is echoing me.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
This volume. This is when you shout, you just...
Have you ever considered a headset?
I fucking hate them.
Fuck!
I would only hear it just because weird.
Lost in time. The Forbidden Scroll was not exactly what it was supposed to be.
Lost
I
in
was
time.
letting you know now. I got a storm in the area, so don't be surprised if I just suddenly cut out because of power loss.
Rest in peace.
Oh, sorry. In his last and desperate attempt, he tried and successfully stolen. What? The sealing scroll upon orders of his superior. He also learnt one of the forbidden techniques, Shadow Clone Jutsu, within the span of a few hours.
There are no commas in there.
No.
No.
However, unknown to everyone, he also gained the knowledge of the Uzumaki clan techniques within the same scroll. Lost in time. The Forbidden Scroll was not exactly what it was supposed to be. Oh boy, one of these stories.
Yay, I like these stories. Don't you, Sneaky?
What did you walk into? Well, you walked into us actually finally covering the story.
Yay.
Rest in Pepsi. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was the first. Oh, this is a story, by the way, Bake. This is a Naruto story in which Naruto is a civilian because of the civilian council demanding he not become a ninja. And in this story, the author proceeds to use no dialogue for a plot narrative heavy story. And I know you can't see me doing the air quotes, but I'm doing the air quotes.
Who's Jacob and why is he cussing?
Arn Jacob. Yeah.
Right.
That face
Jacob.
when Snakeo's stream is more interesting when he does anything but what he's supposed to. Well, that is just the absolute state of things, my lad.
Meme review.
Dick review. Lost in time, blah 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 blah. After his death, the reason of its creation was lost because no one labeled it. Since only the Shodai's Hokage's strongest jutsu was in his brother thought of the idea to add his own forbidden jutsus. Oh, of course. So it was an originally Uzumaki scroll that people just kept adding forbidden knowledge to. Unknown to the two Hokages, the scroll contained Uzumaki clan techniques that only react to clan members. Hence, until today, no one knew the extra contents that were also hidden within the classified scroll. Yeah, we don't make jokes here, Isley. We are 100% serious. The Shodai Hokage's brother was called it the Forbidden Scroll because of all the high-level techniques written down. He thought it would have been a good idea, and we already fucking covered this. Author, you are repeating yourself in a story with no dialogue in it. Like, Jesus Christ, if you're gonna sit there and be like, I'm not gonna do no dialogue, it's gonna be in poem format, then at least, for the love of God, don't repeat yourself.
Okay.
Well, Fake's going away because their internet's being a bitch.
Unacceptable, Bake. I penalize you 100 bits.
Zex is throwing money?
What, Zex is paying me? I mean, he does every month. The idea of secret Uzumaki techniques is a straining concept due to the fact that Kushina was around for a while before Naruto. Yeah, except we just ignore that part. While the Uzumaki techniques were sealed, they were never discovered unless you are a direct Uzumaki descendant. Jesus Christ, author. I realize this is supposed to be your third language, behind Arabic apparently, but learn the language before you try and publish works in the language. I mean, like, I understand writing stories to just improve your general ability to write. But, like, if you're gonna go out to the world and be like, hey, world, I made this! But it's shit? Objectively, not even, like, my personal opinion. Like, this is objectively poor grammar spelling of the English language and poor formatting of the English language.
Yeah. Isley, the Uzumaki's whole thing, they don't have a bloodline. Well, they do, but it's like a chain thing that we only see with Kushina. Their whole thing was, we're hardier, we have shit tons of chakra, oh, and we're seal masters. So, there would theoretically be secret Uzumaki techniques.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I'm
they
not,
wouldn't-
like, it's
they
not,
wouldn't
I'm
be
not
much
taking
of a
gumption.
secret.
Yeah, well, that's
though.
not even that's the thing, though. It's like, I'm not taking too much gumption with the fact that there's secret things stuck inside the scroll. But even by the time this was posted, which was in 2014, secret Uzumaki techniques in the Forbidden Scroll is such a tired concept cliche. Read more, it gets better. I think we have vastly different definitions of the word better.
Oh no, Sneaky, he's doing that with all caps in an XD. I think he's using the sarcastic better.
Well, or also sarcastically do things that aren't...
Yeah. Better, oh god. Oh, I actually I like to think that those Maki techniques, none of them were secret because every time someone looked at them, they just didn't know what the fuck they were looking at.
They actually killed everyone that wasn't an Uzumaki with Uzumaki level chakra reserves.
Like, hey, you sure you want to try this? Yeah,
they
sure,
were
why not?
declared secret forbidden techniques not because they needed to be kept secret or forbidden, but because every ninja that tried to do them that didn't have the chakra reserves of an Uzumaki just died trying to do it.
Yeah. Like, the lucky ones just passed out from a coma of some kind.
They were just like, alright, people just can't know about this shit anymore. We're losing too many ninja.
Well, that would be an entertaining, like, one shot.
Because, I mean, we already have proof of concept of it, where it's like, Naruto has the chakra reserves of a Jonin. And then it was later revealed, as a kid, Naruto had the chakra reserves of a Jonin. And then it was later revealed that that was mostly just his chakra.
Yeah, because, that was it. Their chakra was supposed to be able to blend, but they were still wholly separate entities within his body.
Yeah.
Like, and wasn't the first guy was like, wow, he's got almost chakra as I did in my prime. Good for him. It's like, oh, okay.
I still love the casual dropping of during the 4th ninja arc where Naruto comes in powered up by the Kyuubi cloak, and the fucking first Hokage is just like, oh wow, Naruto almost has as much chakra as me.
Yeah, and you're just like...
And you're just like, really, Kishimoto? Really?
Like, hey, so listen, I'm sure you guys already know that the first Hokage and Madara were just fucking monsters. Well, let me make that even more clear. Oh, God.
Yeah. So, anyway... blah 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 blah, Forbidden Scroll, no one considered it Uzumaki art, blah blah blah, it holds a piece of the Sealing Souls. Blah blah blah, secret technique for passing knowledge, blah blah blah, the soul will judge another soul to make sure their knowledge isn't put to bad use, blah blah blah. He unsealed the scroll and gained a new member to his harem. I'm just kidding about that part, maybe. I don't know if it's part of the harem yet, but Mito Uzumaki appears before him. Blah blah blah, judged his soul. Blah blah blah. That's why no one ever found out the secret techniques hidden inside the scroll. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Unfortunately, Aruka was not able to pass the blonde due to the rules set by the civilians. They first demand to have him executed for his actions. But since evidence had shown Mizuki working for Orochimaru, period. That's not a fucking sentence. That is not a sentence. They first demand to have him executed for his actions, comma, but since evidence had shown Mizuki working for Orochimaru, period. That is not a sentence. At least not with the tenses.
Oh, thank you, Discord. Just popped me right back in after the log on.
No. Did you not hear my rant about how literally awful this thing is?
No. Like I said, don't be surprised if I get knocked out due to a quick power loss. We just had a surge over here.
Okay, so the author just had a sentence that was not a sentence in the slightest, but it was still one of his longest sentences.
Oh boy, I know how fond you are of that stuff.
I just love it. Blah blah blah, punishing the real culprit. The Hokage was too overwhelmed by politics. Sorry, let me rephrase this so everyone understands my sheer disdain and hatred of this author. The military dictator was too overwhelmed by politics that he could ignore to overrule the verdict.
I was about to say, like, please tell me you're gonna replace the Hokage with the dictator.
Yeah.
Like, I love how often people, like, guys, I don't think you understand. He only listened to his counselors as a common courtesy. He does not have to do that. He is Timmy Turner's father in this equation. I am merely knocking as a courtesy.
Well, I mean, it's like the situation with fucking the post-pain arc, where it's like, I am the Hokage, and I declare Sasuke traitor. And then Tsunade wakes up and goes, now I am the Hokage once more. I am canceling Sasuke's traitor status. And they can just do that because they're the military dictator of a military village?
Yeah. When you remember those little details, it's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Your plot is actually dumb and doesn't work! Oh, no, that's too bad. A Kim Jong-un as Hokage story. I must see if this exists. Oh, it's unlikely.
No. I'm sure it exists somewhere. Someone would be dumb enough to
The
do that.
Hokage, blah 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 blah. Naruto was able to blah blah blah. His crimes and blah 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 painted him to be a bad ninja, even though he captured the traitor, who was a tuner, without being a ninja in the armed forces.
Alright, don't. Let's not underplay this. He beat the shit out of a tuning.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Without even being in the armed
But,
forces.
like, they're just like, oh, they painted him as a bad ninja because he captured a ninja that betrayed the village as a 10-year-old.
I think my favorite part about this is we're going to assume that they find the quote-unquote demon child to be a much worse alternative to a literal traitor.
Yes, actually that is...
Who works for Orochimaru.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yo, this guy sold us out to Orochimaru, but fuck the demon kid. No,
with
guys.
the increase of the civilian council, they managed to voice and vote how village run. Not able to become ninja, Naruto did not have resources to support himself. No, he got a stipend.
Yeah.
As the orphan stipend was a thing.
I think that was in a handbook, wasn't it?
Oh, the orphan stipend.
And even if
Yeah,
it
'cause-
wasn't an actual orphan stipend, and if it was just Jiraiya paying money to Naruto through a fabricated thing, at the end of the day, Naruto was still getting money somehow because he still had utilities and rent to take care of. You haven't found a crossover for North Korea times Naruto. I'm not surprised by that in the slightest.
Wait, what?
Isley.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. It's never actually explained. It's just kind of inferred that it was probably the third Hokage.
Yeah.
I mean, he was staying in a place, probably paid rent,
yeah.
had money for ramen.
Yeah, so- like,
he was given money at minimum for food, even if someone else was paying his utilities and rent.
And we've never seen him do like,
Yeah.
you know, like
It's one of those
Or
things that like the authors just don't bother discussing because it's actually not that important
Yeah,
to
it's
the
not
overall
important
plot.
enough to draw attention
Like-
to or really even mention.
Yeah,
It's just
not unless you're
assumed-
wanting to. Yeah,
Yeah.
not unless you want to do a lot of world building. Like you can
Yeah.
make inferences that the third Hokage probably handled the money things in accordance with like the fourth Hokage's wishes for him to be looked after to some degree. But you can probably just throw in literally any excuse. Stipend for being orphaned during the Nine Tails night. Third Hokage is just a really cool guy. Ichiraku just feeds
Donations.
him ramen, and that's what he lives off of.
Yeah,
That's
you
all he
really
lives
do.
off of.
Anyway, so
North
blah, blah, blah,
Korea
blah, blah.
cross Naruto stories.
Obviously, every Konoha citizen hated
Oh.
Naruto, and there was no work for the orphan boy.
obviously. I love how he used the word obviously there.
Obviously. Blah 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 prejudice blah blah Uzumaki heritage secrets blah 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 received the knowledge from Mito's soul blah 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 he must navigate his clan knowledge memories to get out of the academy blah blah new profession blah blah blah. He was no longer under the Hokage's command or protection. No, you still very much are. He is the military dictator of a military village.
Yeah, keep in mind, since this was published in 2014, we also know about Danjo at this point. It's like there's no way in hell he's going to let a potential weapon of mass destruction
Hello,
just
buddy.
fucking disappear under his nose.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not even that. It's like, there is no physical way that the Hokage wouldn't come up with some crazy scheme. Like, even if the Mizuki event didn't happen, there's no way he wouldn't be like, hey, you ninja that serves me faithfully, go pretend to be a traitor and let Naruto defeat you so I can field promote him. Because he's the fucking Jinchuriki of the village.
Yep.
Like, I don't care. That's like, oh yes, guys, I know everyone else in the world has a sentient nuclear missile that's reusable. But I think we should disarm ours and make it hate us.
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's probably one of my favorite bits about all this. Is like, all the other villages, like, oh no, they all hate the Jinchuriki, and I think only Fu's village was dumb enough to actively shun her in the way they did. Han just didn't like people, but none of the Kage's like, yeah, we're just gonna let people kill this person.
We're just gonna not let you be a ninja and
No, they're
develop
like,
your talents as a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, no, like all of them are like, no. You're being trained, if only so that I can point
We
you in a direction.
despise you, but we're gonna give you the best trainers because you're a reusable nuclear missile. Literally, this is the influence of, God damn it, the merchants. This is all a merchant plot! I mean, technically, Isley, in this story it is. Blah, blah, blah. While the civilians can't do anything to him directly, they can crush him indirectly with the laws of the village.
No.
To the civilian council, the demon Jinchuriki is a dark spot and filth that must be cleansed. This story has been paid for by the Merchants Guild.
Oh, fuck this
God
story.
damn it.
I'm not even mad at this point.
As it stands, they believe the boy will leave the village. Yeah, they're gonna let the nuclear missile wander away. Yeah.
All right.
See,
Sneaky, I think I know what I want to write with you for a Naruto story. Naruto tries to run away. Anbu makes sure that can never happen. What? It's just like, fine, if they don't want me, I'll leave. Wakes back up in his bedroom the next day after fucking going cross country. God damn it. Oh, God. Just the fucking idea that they're going to let the literal most valuable asset just walk out.
See, no, Max. Now that you've sparked that in my mind, my brain's like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we wrote Naruto, but it's Groundhog Day combined with the Truman Show?
Oh God, that would be immensely entertaining. Oh man. Oh, we might need to get on that.
Oh God. Another for the thick pile.
That pile just keeps growing bigger and bigger.
At least we aren't like Sakura Demon Alchemist that have over 430 published stories.
Oh God.
When are you working on the next chapter for a Dark Souls story, I wonder?
Around the time that I slit my throat.
That is not a good idea. I want that thing to be updated. Fucking work on it, you piece of shit.
Whenever I can get back up the tolerance to herd Sneaky and his fucking horde of cats that are his mind.
I mean, I find it pretty easy to make him work.
You didn't work with him for 3 years
I mean,
worth
I've
of
written more chapters,
research. Yeah, you are turning out more chapters. Naruto doesn't require literal tens of hours of research to make sure that our theory is as sound as can be. And then
I
the
mean,
theory
you
is
could just
immediately
watch
fucked up because of the eyes of the catalyst. Remember that one, Sneaky?
Oh God, fuck the eyes of the catalyst. I don't even want to talk about that. We're just ignoring that, okay? As far as I'm concerned, that doesn't exist.
I like that we forgot about it, even though it's a guaranteed drop from that one daughter of chaos that's just chilling by her mother.
Anyway,
Oh.
blah blah. They had. God fucking damn it! It was a plan from the beginning since he was in the orphanage.
I see.
Oh, God. Oh, they're really going full bore with this.
Blah blah blah.
This
It
is
was a
actually
grand
a bit
conspiracy to drive Naruto out of the village. Blah, blah, blah. They don't know the Uzumakis very well, though, for they are anti-plot, and they will do everything in their power to destroy plots against them.
Sounds about right.
Blah,
Sneaky.
blah, blah.
Where's the Edgelord banner?
Where's the Edgelord banner? I mean, it's
This
not
this,
edgy
this
enough
isn't.
yet.
Yeah, this isn't worth the
he's
Edgelord banner.
basically set up the entire angst Naruto scene like perfectly.
It's still not worth the Edgelord banner.
Let's toss this baby out of the village because he's got Satan in his belly.
Satan.
No. He doesn't have Satan in his belly. He is Satan. Remember?
He's Satan! So clearly we should all piss on him quite literally every single day and hunt him down once a year just to make sure he knows he isn't wanted by this village.
Okay.
I like that we have Southern Bob making his guest appearance in Konoha.
My name is Cletus, and I'm a ninja of the Konoha village.
Okay, Cletus. Whatever you say.
Oh boy. What if I actually want to see a shitpost story. I'm not gonna write this, but I kind of want to see a shitpost story where because the land of, or was it Earth?
The land of what?
The land of stone, whatever it's called.
Who was there?
No, I just want to see them all replaced with Southerners.
Oh, you just want to take an entire village and just replace them with Southerners.
I just want them to all have Southern accents. Yeah.
Does it
The
matter
village
which
hidden in the
village?
south.
Does it matter which village? Is there a specific one you
Yeah,
want?
the village of Earth or Stone or whatever the fuck they're called.
The village hidden in the
Iwa.
south.
Oh, that's stone, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's hidden in stone, right? With the Tsuchikage?
Ard's got it. Instead of Iwa, they're called Giha!
Why do I know you?
That Sneaky, I'm just gonna point this out. That is going to make the Tsuchikage a far better fit for what the fandom likes to do with him.
Now listen here, boy!
Sneaky, there are few that are more stubborn over blood feuds than a Southerner. That fits so well.
I ain't old, boy! I can carry my own things!
Oh, God. Alright, Sneaky, we now have to do an abridged series. You're gonna do your Southern voice with the Tsuchikage whenever he's on screen.
Oh God, my back is out again!
Okay.
Oh boy, okay. Anyway, back on track with the Merchants Guild plotting their vengeance against Naruto, who is
What
a
would the Merchants Guild be doing?
blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy.
I know it's not actually the Merchants
What?
Guild, but it might as well be.
It is the Merchants Guild with a grand conspiracy plot to end a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white boy.
It's not even white, is it? Like,
No, he is! He is depicted as a very pale individual, at least early on.
Yeah, that's like all of Konoha. Like Konoha is like. Actually, Konoha might actually be the South.
Oh God, Mike Guy with a southern accent.
Oh no! I don't know if it's an improvement or not. Like, fuck.
Oh.
We're horrible people.
I mean, congrats, I didn't realize.
I have a habit of southernizing things. We got Pontiff Suliavin, also known as Sully. And,
that was me. That was me, and you fucking latched onto that way harder than I thought you would.
And then we got Ornstein the Southerner with the thing of wheat in his mouth.
Yeah. Yep. He's just got a stalk of wheat hanging out of his helmet for some reason.
I won't draw that now.
Go ahead, like.
So in summary,
I'll
the
commission you for
wealthy
$10
manipulative
to make a rough
bankers
sketch of that
are
if you
plotting to
want.
try and keep down the hard-working Aryan super soldier. I mean, I want to say you're wrong, but I can't.
I just want to point out this just straight up turned into the fucking plot of the first Captain
It is a German
America movie.
writing it after all.
No, not even that. Like, this is like borderline the Captain America movie. I just want to point that out. The first one. That's basically what happened. Remember?
Oh god.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
We should move on to a different story because you're only a third of the way through this one.
I know, but this is giving us too many keks. Too bad they don't know blah 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 considering his options, his superior genetics, blah blah blah. I'm not even kidding, he mentions genes.
Oh, fuck.
Considering his options, blah blah blah, ramen chef, blah blah blah, working there, consequences, blah 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 blah, short tour, blah blah blah, everyone glared at him. He spent a half a day and ended up in front of a weapon shop. I just had a weird idea about Naruto's seal actually being powered by negative emotions. So the chirpier he gets by indulging the village's bullshit, the more scared shitless the village becomes.
Alright. Get to work on it.
Chop chop, testicles.
Get us a proof of concept by next week.
Indeed. Blah 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 ninjas, blah 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 mercenary, blah 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 civilian weapons, blah blah ceiling tags. The ceiling tags triggered a form of recognition inside him, as if he had previously studied ceiling tags in the past. He woke up from his thoughts when the owner came over and offered his assistance. Surprising at the friendly greeting, Naruto was happy someone could be indifference to him. Could be indifference.
Well,
It was. I will say this now, Kim. I am fucking glad you do not have this person's level of grammar when we write together.
what do you mean when you write together? I never have this person's level of grammar.
I know, but usually I'm the one betaing your stuff when we write together.
Mate, have you ever seen some of the shit you write?
Mate, look. I went to American schools.
Which makes which actually explains it a lot more. You went to American schools.
Exactly, mate.
I mean, in his defense, he's not writing English, he's writing American.
In my defense, I'm also writing American as taught in 1982, as per the English books we were issued.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. And my favorite part about that, oh yeah, sure, it teaches you to write proper English. You know what has no place in today's society or in creative writing? Proper English. Sorry.
My God, Arn.
He's... Oh. Arn is such a treat. Ever since we got him, I always get to see occasional quips at you, Sneaky, and they're always so solid.
While looking blah blah blah, ceiling tags, fascinations, blah 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 blah. The owner may not be a seal maker, but at least he knew how to make seals.
Not a steel maker, but he knows how to make steels. Never forget that.
Okay.
I mean, on a technicality, like, is Steelmaker an official title?
No.
Huh.
Is it a job description?
Yes.
I guess it could be a job description, but that's a very odd. It's a very specific job description.
Anyway, so, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Woke up, blah, 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 blah. Quality, blah, 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 blah. Sealing consists of thick strokes and brush and ink, similar to hand seals. Therefore, it's important to know the correct proportions for each and every individual seal and what it does. Each stroke of the brush and ink would be like ninja hand seals, where the chakra would flow to make the jutsu effective. Naruto wondered if sealing could be replace or replicate hand seals. Of course, the question baffled the store owner, and the store owner wondered why no one ever thought it. It seems theoretically possible and workable, but he couldn't give a satisfying answer. He can only assume it might be impractical because you don't need seals to do what ninja can already do. Then Naruto had suggested different scenarios like handicapped ninjas may use them. Handicapped ninjas. I see we're really delving deep into the diversity factor for the ninja force.
It's like an armless swordsman.
I will beat you with my sword! Your arms are off! I was born like that!
But you made it this far? Holy shit. Like, the only reason I'm not laying into this guy right now about, like, why no one ever thought of this is because this was made well before Boruto, and they revealed that the R&D team has been working on that shit for years.
Arn, the author declared in their author's note that they are not going to be writing any dialogue at all for this entire story because this is a plot-driven story that doesn't need dialogue.
Don't you mean Birdie?
I said Birdie, right?
I think you said Arn.
You said Arn.
I may be a bit drunk.
Yeah, I noticed. Oh, Sneaky, speaking of Boruto, did I ever tell you who, like, one of the big bads was revealed as in the manga?
In Boruto?
Yeah. Yeah, you remember Ao? One of Mai's right-hand men?
Yeah.
The super loyal guy? Yeah, he's a big bad. He has been a big bad since the Naruto. He was a big bad during the Fourth Ninja War. He's a double agent, apparently.
For fucking who?
I don't know. It's another group of big bads.
The Chaos Brigade?
You never came from my ramen, Boruto.
But Sneaky, the best part, he's now a Ninja Tool cyborg.
Give me the ramen, Naruto! No! Then you shall die!
It's so fucking stupid. I'm like, why is this your big plot twist for Ao? He's super loyal. What the fuck made you look at the character and think he should be a traitor at any point?
Clearly he's been corrupted by the forces of chaos. So
oh, God.
Bernie, we have already established our problems with this author's opinion that you don't need characters to interact with each other in terms of dialogue to tell us.
We should probably stop yawning.
Where the fuck was I? Blah blah blah. 10-year-old Naruto outthinks a store owner in an entire village of ninjas. Blah blah blah. Diversity. Blah blah. Blah blah blah. The store owner knew about the kid, but he was too interested in what the kid would make up next. Blah 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 blah. He knew about the Uzumakis. Dustin. I know we were joking about Konoha being the South, but Jesus Christ, man.
No. My favorite part here, Dustin Higurashi. What the fuck?
I can't come up with a Japanese name.
Oh man, what am I gonna call my daughter? Well, I'm gonna call you Tan, cause that's as much as I can count to.
I'm not even gonna say anything, but that's fucking amazing.
Oh god.
My name's Dustin. You're in the Higurashi weapon shop, home to every weapon. May I take your order?
You know what? Just based purely off of what Arn just wrote, he owns the dustbin.
He owns the dustbin.
That's the name of his weapon shop, the dustbin.
Hello, my name is Dustin Higurashi, and you're here in the From Dusk Till Dawn. You may choose the dust along the sidewalk.
Oh god, are we gonna transplant this man into the Rubyverse now?
He is shopkeeper's son.
Oh god. That explains why he's everywhere and anywhere. He learned how to make a shadow clone. Only the one though anymore, and he kills himself.
But it's a permanent shadow clone. And that clone can make a shadow clone.
I thought that was your semblance. Oh god, no. Those don't exist back home. Back where? Nothing.
Oh god. Okay. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. As an ex-ninja, he saw that the boy was treated unfairly, and Konoha lost a highly potential ninja. While he can't change the boy's future, it doesn't mean he can't help. Besides, he kind of liked the boy. The kid may not be a ninja, but he seems to know what he's talking about. It was reason to give the boy a chance. His grandfather in the younger days had encountered with the Uzumaki. Henceforth, in many stories of his, he often talked about them, about how amazing they were. Dustin Higurashi, owner of the Higurashi's Dome of the Higurashi Shop. Any more and he kills himself. Where's the drawbacks? Spidey says hi. Oh, I'm sure Spidey says hi. I'm sure Spidey popped in, saw me chanting in a freaking southern accent. And just like, fuck this.
Well, as the very wise young man that he is, he ran.
Blah 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 blah. After he quizzed the boy, blah blah blah. Theoretically plausible. Blah blah. He offered the boy the opportunity for making the seals that he can provide. Proof they do indeed work along with its quality. As for Naruto, when he first took notice of the sealing tags, he remembered some of the conversation he had with Mito. The advantage of the Uzumaki clan soul seal is that you can transfer a mass of information and techniques within a short span of time. In sense, Mito had passed on the entirety of the Uzumaki knowledge within a few minutes or hours, depending on how the quick mind can assimilate the information. The technique works similar to receiving a dream, within the person's subconscious may experience many hours, even days in reality. Only a few minutes pass. Under normal circumstances, the human brain should not be able to assimilate such information. However, the trick is to implement the knowledge into the subconscious so it may be later recalled. This way, the knowledge or event could be stored like an archive, and the receiver only remembers the knowledge only by a trigger or event, something similar that links to the information. In Naruto's case, when he sees the sealing tags, he triggered the memories, what he learned of sealing from Mito. Though the young Uzumaki may not remember everything, but slowly the knowledge will surface eventually.
We literally spent the entire, podcast till now on this one fucking chapter.
I am aware of this. Do we all want to move on to the shit chapter? I believe that's a unanimous.
Isn't this the shit chapter?
Oh,
Man,
no. I have
suggested
something.
going 15 minutes ago.
I have something far worse for everyone. And it's the reason why I preempted myself by drinking to this point. Because,
Go for it.
boy oh boy, get ready everyone, because this is gonna suck. Now, this was given to me, and, well, not technically given to me. It was given to a Discord I'm on, and Arn himself pinged me and said I should cover it. Now, I took one look at this and said, wow. Yeah. And so here we are. Also, I can hear myself through your mic. And this is the story you've all been waiting for today.
And this is the story all about how my...
This is called Twice Inheritor. It is a multi-crossover of Fate Universe, My Hero Academia, and a couple other universes that I can't quite remember at the moment. It's like D times D and shit.
Oh no.
So, this is a fucking train wreck. Now, we won't get to the some more egregious parts due to the fact of them being multiple chapters in, unless everyone decides this is a good story to continue mocking on Tuesdays. But what we will get to is some pretty dumb shit if the discussions that took place about this fic are anything to go by.
Nice.
Twice Inheritor. My Hero Academia, Fate Stay Night Cross. Absent
223,000 words.
Absent of ideas. Absent of ideology, and consequently of the highest efficiency. Virtually a machine. An executioner. With swords that are not his. Strength that is not his. He will smite evil knowing his broken hands do not deserve to hold anyone. It's a shame that the many girls he ends up saving disagree with him. Izuku, the main character of My Hero Academia, times harem. Now, I barely know shit about My Hero Academia.
I
But
know.
don't worry. I have people here that know more than me and that are more sober than me. And on top of that, this story is so trash, it really doesn't even need to be understood to be trash. Because, well, you'll see. By the Hands of Fate, Chapter 1. 6-year-old Izuku Midoriya was making his way... Oh, right, it's also a One Punch Man crossover. Was making his way home after possibly the worst day of his young life. His friendship with Ka-chan felt well and truly dead after today. It was strained to the limit after he found out 2 years prior that it was impossible for him to have a quirk. That becoming a hero like All Might for him just wasn't possible, was soul-crushing. Then the bullying started. His classmates were led by none other than his friend. This is something I've always had a problem with My Hero Academia, is I realize it's a semi-trope, but not really defined as a trope yet. Because I personally, at least haven't heard too many stories like this. But I feel like it sort of copies Worm.
Yes, Sneaky, everything copies that one book on the internet.
Look, My Hero Academia came out after it, and its starting thing with the best friend turning into the worst friend who bullies him for not being part of his ideology.
Yeah, and Wild Boat took it from 80s and 90s shows. I don't see what the problem is.
I'm aware of that, and I'm not saying...
I honestly don't even think this guy knows what the fuck, like, the guy who wrote My Hero Academia knows what the fuck Worm is. Hasn't even been localized to Japanese.
Like, if it probably has a fan base of foreigners. I just don't know how far that would go. I'm not planning on looking for translations of it in anything other than English.
Like I said, it's a trope. But I just feel like after Worm has come out, I'm just
Wanking it all day.
Oh God,
No.
Sneaky, you're becoming what you hate the most.
A rabbit fan.
A fan, yeah.
No,
Fanboy.
I'm not a
He's
fan.
not rabid yet.
I'm not a fan of Worm. Oh no, that wasn't. I wasn't even gonna say positive things about it. I was gonna say after Worm had come out, I kind of got tired of that trope. Mostly due to the fan fiction that just goes so heavy into it. It's like, oh my God, Emma! Emma is the source of all evil! That's what fanfiction reads like. And so when My Hero Academia came out, it was like, oh,
See, Sneaky.
main character is betrayed by his friend because he doesn't fit the ideology the friend has. It's just like... Nothing like, and this isn't anything against My Hero Academia. This is mostly just me being aware of a fandom that happens to have certain issues.
It's like this. See, think about it this way. My Hero Academia it just takes all the shonen tropes and cuts the fat. That's literally why people like it. There's nothing new or novel about it.
Yeah, I've been able to look at every arc and be like, oh, this is a way better fanfiction of Naruto than I thought it would be.
Basically, honestly,
Straight up,
I have actually heard the arguments that My Hero Academia was a fanfiction of Naruto, and I 100% agreed with that argument.
Yeah, Sneak, you can look at every arc and be like, oh, this is the Chunin exam arc.
I can't find my
this is the Sasuke retrieval arc. Oh, this is the, like, it follows the formula to a T, but
the
it's so close to
thing
Naruto.
about My Hero Academia is not so much the bullying, it's the fact that Deku still thinks Explosion King murder is important to him despite everything that happened.
He kind of is, but the thing is, Explosion King murder does get a very good character arc. So yeah, unlike a certain Sasuke.
What you're saying is it's just a really good Naruto fiction.
It's if you took Naruto and actually gave the characters other than Naruto personalities.
Yeah.
That's basic.
So what I'm understanding of this is it's just a really good Naruto fiction.
Yes. As I said before, it's a shonen. Yeah. It's shonen with the fat cut off.
Anyway, so
and with really
blah
good music.
Blah blah. I can be a hero. Fuck you. He's passing through an alleyway. Oi, you drunk bastard! Apologize. Peering into the darkness, he found a dozen Yakuza types with quirks ranging from biomanipulation to quill manifestation. It's Bristleback! Surrounding an equally odd group of foreigners.
Hey, it's Bristleback!
The oldest group of the tall, lanky man with an ashy complexion and wild grey hair, with spittle dribbling from his chin. He was wearing a lab coat over an off-blue shirt and brown pants and shoes. Hiding behind him, looking more nervous than Uzuku himself, was a boy older than he was, with a mop of brown hair. See, I understand they mean just unruly hair, but every single time an author says mop of brown hair, I literally think of a fucking normal mop, and with like the thick strands, so I imagine them all with that Jamaican hairstyle. You know what I'm talking about, Max, right?
Oh my god. I know what you're talking about, but oh my god.
When people say mop of hair, that is the first thing I think of!
You are the only person I have ever met to think that, or at least willing to admit that that's what they think.
It's a well-used phrase. You can't just go like, oh yeah, Jamaica.
Look, when people say mop, I sit there and think of fucking mop, and they're like it's a mop of hair. So then I just take the fucking mop and put it on a person's head. I'm like, oh, that's that Jamaican hairstyle thing. Okay. Can't blame me for that.
Yes, I can actually.
It's a very well-used phrase. Like people do use mop of hair, generally with the word unruly before.
Look, so then I think of a fucking mop.
That's because you're American and drunk.
I mean, both of those statements are in fact true. Your face is a mop. Well, you're faceless, so eat shit. As I was saying, blah 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 blah, average, blah blah blah, glowing crimson eyes. Hold on a second.
Crimson eyes, black dragon.
Okay, there we go. Leave them alone. Hey, get out of the way, brat. That's a poor excuse for hurting people. Wait. This old drunk owes me for puking on my shoes. That's a poor excuse for hurting people. Now look, I may not be the bastion of morality and ethics, but if someone puked on my shoes, I would most certainly punch them in the face and or demand replacement shoes from them.
Okay, now punching, that part's not necessary until, you know, they actually require it. I mean, my God, apparently this is an old man. You don't know if he meant to do that.
Look, if it's
Actually,
an
they mentioned
old
he's an old
man, he's
drunk.
probably fucking drunk.
I mean, they do mention he is an old drunk.
Out of
So
the way, Bat. Yeah, the old drunk. Your face, I cannot. I have no mouth. I don't know what that's supposed to be a response.
Faceless one.
Blah blah, delinquents, blah blah blah, get out of the way, Brett. Suddenly he found his head smashed. Blah blah, friend, but why hard reject? If I see you as, oh god, it's fucking Rick and Morty. I forgot about this part of the crossover.
There's a Rick. Fuck you, no.
Oh god, it's fucking Rick. Okay.
Rick,
you know what? I take it back. Go ahead and swing then.
If anything, I see you as a potential test subject. I am especially equipped to read Rick dialogue right now.
Well, you just have to be drunk.
I am reading it American and drunk.
I like that he's zeroing in on the American bit now.
As opposed to what?
Just not many people feel the need to specifically point that out.
Look, Brits can't pronounce shit. They
You
think
can.
honor is pronounced honor.
It's not even pronounced
color.
honor. It's still pronounced honor, you piece of shit.
Fuck you!
It is still pronounced the same way.
Yes.
It's
just
pronounced
that you guys
honor, not
using
honor.
you in there would be too hard to write because
To be fair, though, taking that U out saves us a lot of time.
just like you did with color. What a lad.
Yeah, it's color, not color.
It's not color. C-O-L-O-R. Color. That is literally color.
I will color your face. Sneaky.
No, you can't.
dumb
It's already
fuck.
brown.
The U is silent. The U is never fucking silent. Fuck the Brits. They don't know how to English properly.
Fuck you, they made this shit.
Yeah, we improved it.
You didn't improve shit.
We improve everything.
When's the last time America done something and improved it?
The Middle East.
You destroyed it!
That's an improvement.
Not for them!
I think Sneaky might be a little too drunk. We might need to end the stream after that.
See, if he's getting drunk, that means the stream's just getting started, though.
Oh, God. And come back. Jesus Christ.
Putting in commas instead of apostrophes.
No, inside of apostrophe.
Oh, is that a Brit thing?
You gave the world the word yank.
I thought that was an MLA thing.
I'm sorry, what word did we give them?
Yank.
Yanked. Y-A-I-N-T.
Y apostrophe. Well, y'all ain't doing nothing right, so, you know, I just think it's the Nindiv thing to do.
That's not how it works.
Bitch, it's the English fucking language. It's exactly how that works.
Not how it works.
No, Birdie, you're getting it wrong. Single quotations are British. Double quotations are American. How it's supposed to be. Yield of... right, where was I?
Drunk.
Meaning you a little bit more useful than my piece of shit son-in-law, because at least I can expect you to regenerate from a neutrino bomb. Now, can we hurry this along? I gotta take a shit. Rick, could you please look at the kid? He was kind enough to help us. Rick Sanchez turned to his grandson. Morty! We can't just go around helping every Grace dickhead and Todd that shows up in the wrong place at the wrong time. If anything, we should be grateful he chose to be a meat shield and use it to our advantage. Like this. Rick pulled his portal gun from his jacket pocket and proceeded to blast the ground around the quirk users, causing them all to fall into unknown alternate dimensions. Sanchez, you say some of the sweetest things. The older man turned his attention back to the punk in his grasp as an almost palpable bloodlust filled the air. Now, as I was saying, through my associate vomited on my shoes, there is no reason to harm a child. So be a good little boy and head on home unless you want to end up like your friends. Zelrich, the old man of the jewels, dead apostle and holder of the second magic, then dropped on the now terrified wannabe gangster who ran out of the alleyway. Fucking Zelrich and Rick Sanchez are friends in this. I forgot about that part.
You know, the worst part is I couldn't see them as friends, but I could see them as mutual acquaintances. To a degree.
I have to agree with that, yes.
Yes.
Because they're both assholes. Out for their own amusement.
And old, and probably drink a lot.
They're probably Tuesday drinking buddies.
Yeah.
I don't think Zelrich can get drunk being a
I mean, he can drink.
He drinks vicariously. He gets drunk vicariously through Ricky. That's why he keeps him around.
Oh yeah, no, I'll buy that.
Oh, hey, Calvin's here.
Hello, Calvin.
We have 10 people watching. This is a new high.
No, our highest will be 25 people.
What'd you do that day?
I was covering a Naruto story, and I believe I was excessively drunk.
That's
like
every
right now.
single dream.
You'd buy anything. You're
No,
drunk.
you don't understand. I mean, excessively drunk.
Wait, was this the time that you were so drunk you ran into the wall on stream?
No.
Okay, so it had to have been a stream I missed. Must have been a multitude of streams. I missed a lot of streams.
Faces finds it hard to believe that you're drunk, Sneaky.
What did you miss? Well, you've stumbled. You missed a Naruto story that had no dialogue in it and was written in poem format, and the author hated commas. And now we're in a Fate Stay Night, Rick and Morty, My Hero Academia, D times D multi-crossover. In which the main character is that guy from My Hero Academia that I currently don't remember the name to.
Izuku.
Sneaky's drunk. Oh god. Calvin. Why doesn't no one tell me these things? Oh,
have all your interactions with Faceless Porcelain been exclusively when you've been drunk, so he just assumes this is your natural behavior?
I mean, it kinda is too.
I mean, he's the DM for my D&D campaign, and there is a rule about drinking every time someone critically fails or succeeds. And in the first 10 minutes, we had 5 critical fails. So, yes.
Okay. So this is normal behavior. This is normal Sneaky for him. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh. I love that. I can't wait for him to meet Sober Sneaky if that day ever comes.
Wait, there's a sober Sneaky?
There is. Believe it or not, he's actually twice as caustic than when he's drunk.
Yeah, you should see me after a Dota match.
Jesus Christ. No, you should see him after a good losing streak in Dota.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the. Why the. Wait, right.
Hey,
Portal Gun,
Chrysanthemum's
alternate dimensions, Rick and Morty. I was just like, wait a second, when did this fucking become a portal crosser? Well, no, I mean, it's like Rick portals the portal gun from his pocket, and I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck? Why does he have a portal gun? I was like, oh, wait a second. Rick has a gun that travels dimensions.
I think you're
through
too drunk to
portals.
continue.
Was not a triumph.
Making a note here. Huge success.
Critical failure.
Donate to my Patreon. I don't know how to continue that song like that.
I don't know. We need to make sure we throw in something about
Fanfiction science! Reread what we must because we can. Full. Oh my god.
Maybe one day we'll get a musically inclined fan to just take that and run with it.
I would love to see a still alive variant of Fanfiction Contempt Theater. That would make. I would sing that on stream if someone wrote the entire lyrics for that.
I mean, no.
Anyway, blah blah blah, Zeldritch, blah blah blah, blah blah, Zuko, pale face.
Oh, Faceless Porcelain just accepted the challenge. Oh, fuck. Is he actually musically inclined?
No, but he sounds like me, and it's really weird.
Oh, good. Did we find another Takahata 101?
Yeah, I shit you not. I listened to him on one of the videos he was in, and I was just like, holy shit, dude. You sound exactly like me.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's...
Oh,
Oh,
no.
in 3 bands. So yes, he is musically inclined.
I was only ever in 2 bands, but no. I think it
The
was
band
Beatles.
I ever was in school.
Yeah, Zelrich is the guy from Fate who can travel dimensions because he has access to every dimension that Zelrich exists in.
Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure Zelich exists for the sole purpose of like, no, seriously, the multiverse, everything in there's canon, no matter what.
Well, I mean, yes, it's basically true, and that's how the Fate series gets away with its 3 different endings, well, main endings. Obviously, there's the failure endings to each of those endings.
Yeah, and the bad endings are like, oh no, this is totally canon in another timeline.
Yeah, exactly.
Blaze Blue does the same shit. Like, this is one of the endings in another timeline where someone gets horribly murdered because they said no instead of yes.
Yeah, more or less. Anyway, blah 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 Rick, blah 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 Morty, blah 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 Rick, blah 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 Morty.
Yeah. Oh no, keep in mind though, Carnival Phantasm is one of the universes where they exist together.
That's what we
There
need.
is a cooking universe. I would like to remind everyone for the Fate Stay.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I love that show. It's great.
What? Carnival Phantasm? I fucking love
It
it!
is great. So, Carnival Phantasm is where a Fate Stay Night storyline is taken as a complete joke, and they basically just meme every single episode. And
Yep,
then there's
and
the Fate
it's
Cooking
Tsukihime.
universe, in which Shiro, through his sheer cooking skills,
Has
brings
apparently
everyone
befriended
together.
everyone. Yeah. Like,
And I find that both hilarious.
It's completely believable.
I mean,
Yeah.
the way
like,
they've portrayed Shiro's cooking skills, he more or less causes women to orgasm when they eat his food.
little did we know, Shiro was the true protagonist of the Shokugeki manga this entire time.
No, I want to write that, like the whole like Hiro Shokugeki thing.
Like, we find out, actually, no, Shiro's origin is not sword. What is it then? Cooking.
Ooh,
His origin is food.
Like, I thought it was sword. No, it's cooking. Knives just kind of go with that, and with knives comes the sword.
I will cut this vegetable with the katana.
that
Now
sounds more like working.
9 Lives Blade Works cooking style.
No, Sneaky, unlimited veggie works.
Unlimited cooking works. Pots and pans.
And the occasional kitchen sink.
Just let that sink in.
Oh god, what I enjoy the most about the creator of Tsukihime in Fate is he is so willing to take the piss out of his own work.
Ooh, Nasu.
Oh god,
Yeah,
yes.
He does
So willing.
He fucking
so willing to
shits
shitpost
on his
his
own. Like, Carnival Phantasm is my favorite version of the entire
If we're
Titan
talking
universe.
posters though.
Because Carnival Phantasm is canonically a shit post.
Mate, you know what's canonically shit post? Dota.
Canonical
Yeah.
shit posting.
Everything in Dota 2's like, okay, for example, Wraith King. His entire voice, like most of his voice lines just come from that one guide that somebody made for him. They changed Invoker's name of power to Carl because of a fucking because of a translation error.
Yeah.
And he says, "Behold the meatball" for his meteor attack.
Yes.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think Carnival Phantasm is also the only version of Fate Stay Night where we get to see Ilya actually acting like an older sister instead of trying to pretend to be a younger sister.
But she just wants double D batteries for her video games.
I thought it was for a cooker.
Berserk
Was it?
Car!
No, he got a
Berserk
cooker.
Tank!
No, was it the
Go
Holy Grail
forth!
turned into a cooker, like a pressure cooker?
Berserk
Mate, listen,
Cooker.
Berserker.
Yeah, no, literally she just says Berserk and insert object she wants here.
Yeah.
No, but Berserker. I will
It's-
never forget that.
It is,
That, I think, is something from Hollow
Berserk?
Ataraxia.
like, when I
as
saw
well.
Berserk Tank, I literally
Yeah, that was
shit.
Berserker. That is Berserker.
Yeah, no, it's literally Berserk car.
I die all the time.
I laughed
Later on.
so fucking hard when I saw that. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah. And then there's Hollow Ataraxia, where it's like, oh, cool, we get actual slice of life, and there's the horror. There's the psychological.
Wait, which one is the one where they're kissing each other for the mana consumptions?
What?
It's either Fate Extra or Ataraxia, in which the masters summon the servants into themselves, and like Black Grail Irasaville proceeds to
Bla-
make out with another character so she can suck the mana from them.
Oh no, you're thinking of Prisma Ilia.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, you're thinking of
Prisma
Satan's Creed.
Ilia.
You're thinking of Prisma Ilia, in which the manga is actually very tame, and then they gave the animation to what we're all pretty certain is a straight up pedophile.
Yes. Like straight up.
So
No question, the guy is just no. The
yeah,
series is
'cause
just no.
well, it's like season one. It's like, okay, some of this is uncomfortable with the fan service shots, but I can ignore them. And then I find out some of the subseasons like, I don't think I can ever watch this show past season one. I'm scared to. I don't care that it has good story and amazing action scenes in season 2 and 3. I'm scared to watch this now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Japan.
it was a bit weird, and I was just like, I don't know if I should keep watching this.
Yeah, because like in the manga, it was a single panel inferred to have taken like 2 or 3 seconds. In the anime, the director's like, yo, we'll make this like a 10 to 30-second scene. Oh dear God, why?
And then there was the face blushing, of course, and the oh, I'm suddenly gay because I was kissed by a grill.
Isn't that how it kind of works, though?
I don't fucking know. I don't have a vagina. I mean, you'd be better off asking Chrysanthemum and Isley that question. No guarantees they're gonna answer that. Anyway, he tried back to the story. He tried to help us. Yeah, damn it, Rick. I know he didn't have to, but he helped us. That's gotta mean something. I mean, come on. Shoving Morty away, the super genius replied. Alright. I'll just get off your damn period, Morty. A hand going into his jacket once more, Rick pulled out a familiar syringe Morty recognized. Hey, isn't that the broken bone formula you got from that one dimension? Yeah, I kept some of it, reverse engineer it, and improve it. Now I can fix anything short of death. Observe. He pricked the boy in the arm with the needle and injected him with most of the serum into his veins. Seconds later, keratin-coated spines popped out of one of his cheeks, and the goose egg on his head shrunk into nothingness moments before he awoke with the gasp. Easy, you're okay, little guy. Morty said, easing him in the sitting position. What happened? You got knocked out the fuck out doing something stupid, burp. That's what happened, Rick told the boys.
Sneaky
Standing
quick
up.
aside. Birdie has helpfully linked the I Kissed a Girl music video and pinged you for it in response to yours and I assume Cruel's question about that.
Oh, so got any aces says I'm not gonna try and pronounce that sentence.
Hello, I am not a scammer. Hello, scammer. How are you?
Hello, scammer. I'm drunk.
Yeah, no, it's not just you. We're having some trouble as well. When he gets drunk, he starts to slur a lot.
I can't feel my face.
Okay, put the bottle down. You're done for the night.
The
That's
stream
no
is
stop.
always so confusing anytime I watch. No one knows what he's going on about. I mean,
it's
you
Max.
are
Atin is
wrong.
gone.
That reminds me, Max. Creeped out by the one scene in my fanfiction. I have recommendations for you.
Sneaky, are you okay? That is not what Isley wrote at all. Well, I mean, you're missing a couple words, but like, are you okay?
I might have drunk 1.5. Wow. That is a
1 point-
lot of vodka
1.5 wow.
missing.
If you had a liter and a half of vodka,
I might have had a liter of vodka. Yeah.
are you gonna be able to stand up safely?
Hold on, let me check.
No. You can wait till after the stream.
I can stand up just fine.
Okay. Jesus Christ. We need a new Sneaky. Yeah, we do. There's a good chance we'll be hiring in the next 6 months. At this rate.
Excuse me, sir. I am nothing if not professional. I always appear.
That is a good point, Isley. Let's hope he doesn't see what you just wrote.
He can't stand up, just don't ask him to walk anywhere. Ah!
You can take that as a
Joke's on
personal
you.
challenge, though.
I can walk just fine! I'm gonna walk out of this room! Fuck you!
Alright. Faceless, I'll be sure to note you down as the first person we call for a stand-in for Sneaky. Oh boy.
Ah! I just walked out of my room and back. I know you don't have a face cam to prove that. But I did.
Good for you, Sneaky. Please stop drinking. Please stop drinking.
Me on a Monday. I should go to work. 10 minutes later, here I am. And that is how this podcast started, Scammer.
Meme review.
Fic review! I give this fic a 1 out of 10. Not for anything the fic did, but from the sheer fact that I've consumed multiple shots of vodka in the process of reading this.
Yeah, no, I can tell. I'm pretty sure that, like, the last, I don't know, 3/4 of that liter were taken in the last 40 minutes when you put this chapter up.
Yeah, more or less.
Behold, I am alive and have returned for the sole purpose of an ending rant.
Well, you are in for a surprise.
He's drunk a liter of vodka. There is no
And he's had more than a liter of vodka.
And why did you people not stop him?
We didn't even fucking know.
We didn't know!
I just
He
kept
had a liter of
drinking,
vodka
and
until
now
he
we're
looked at the bottle
here
and
at
said,
this
oh no.
point. And I personally believe I have shown remarkable constraint.
No, Isley, that's Atin. That just came in. Max has been here the entire time. At this point, I don't know if you're making a joke or being serious.
I think it's a meme.
Oh, it might be.
Quality content. Damn fucking straight. I am always quality content. I will forever be quality content. Brought to you live.
Okay, you need to go to sleep now. Let's do our ending rant.
I think he needs to have some water and then go to sleep.
No, I think I
should write the rest of the next chapter.
Max,
Next
we should
chapter
post
of
our
what?
next chapter.
We should probably write more before I post any more chapters.
10 out of 10 stream.
Nonsense.
I am heartened by your confidence in my ability to stream, Scammer. That truly brings an emotion to my heart that I cannot at this time properly feel.
Minecraft with guns. Well, I think
That's
7
Minecraft.
Days to Die is probably on sale. We could go do that.
I mean, I
Except
own
don't-
it.
There have been a lot of improvements since
I mean,
last time
honestly,
I touched that game.
we could just end this stream by seeking directly into interplanetary. Or that the baseball game.
Lethal League?
Yes.
Little League, boys.
Come on, Max. We have chapter 15 and 16 done. Those are incredibly long chapters.
Like, you hit like 2,000 words in those.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong, Max?
I'm getting worried about Sneaky.
He's not gonna die. It's not like he's gonna be moving anymore.
No. I'm worried at this rate we're going to find out that his liver's just as weak as, like, parts of his immune system.
And long.
I
his,
will
like,
have you know, I come from a large
And down
family
under.
of alcoholics, and I am especially resistant to alcohol.
You mean susceptible to alcoholism?
That is a misrepresentation of my person.
Yeah, just let you people know, pretty sure this is not an act at this point, because I keep hearing the clink of the glass on the desk. So he is still drinking. He is still consuming shots as we tell him to stop.
No one at this
Enjoy
point has
it.
told me to stop drinking. I would like that to go on record.
I'm pretty sure I've told you twice now
No. No.
in the last 10 minutes.
No one's told me to stop drinking.
Scammer is now saying stop. Come on. Birdie, multiple times you've been told to stop.
Multiple
So
times.
says Birdie.
I haven't heard any of them.
Look, just I'm so glad we have a congressman. He didn't hear us tell him not to delete the emails, boys.
Stop drinking alcohol. Start drinking more. Well, fortunately for everyone involved, I have a gallon of water in a jug next to me.
Well, at least he's hydrated then.
I mean, that's good, but that's not gonna. Oh, who am I kidding?
That's
The fact that
that's a
something's gonna be
silver
harder.
lining, not a bright spot. That's a very slim silver lining at that.
I mean, still silver, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's more like a sort of like a
Gray.
tarnished
A very,
silver.
very off
Like-
gray.
You could see the bits of rust eating away, but there's like the tiny speck that's still there.
I don't like your fanfic. I mean, you shouldn't like my fanfic. My fanfics are shit.
Yeah.
said that?
Also, who are you referring to? There's like 4 writers on the stream. Now, granted,
Yeah.
all of us.
All of us are terrible authors, so you telling us that you don't like our fanfics is pretty much par for the course. Well, I
Yep.
should say that because a lot of people say they love our fanfics, and I think they're just liars with no taste.
That's pretty much the assumption.
I mean, people like mine and Max's story. They can't have good taste.
The number is clearly 13,027.
What? None of us have that. Oh wait, that's the amount of views your story got.
The only
Say 59.
solution to drinking is not drinking. That is false. The only solution to drinking
Wait,
is
no one said that.
more drinking.
Oh, I think he's so drunk he's now
No!
just replacing words.
No, he's just in it. Let's be clear. He's doing what he always does. He's enabling himself. It's just more obvious this time because he's drunk.
No, Isley said at
That is not what Isley said.
8:58, the only solution to drinking is more drinking. And Isley is right. The only
I don't think that's the
Oh,
best
jeez.
role model when it comes to alcoholism.
Does Isley even drink?
Honestly, do you drink?
This is important now. We need to know
am
this.
not an alcoholic.
Yes, you are.
I only do it.
Ricky transferred
Oh.
his curse to you.
Oh dear.
I only do it twice per week, and you can't.
Haven't I caught you mildly buzzed in the middle of the week once or twice
Oh, no.
since you started?
You
Look,
definitely
I was having bad days. You can't say I'm an alcoholic because I drank on bad days.
Yes, we can.
I can. Most alcoholics drink on bad days. It just so happens more alcoholics have bad days every day.
No, I am innocent of my alcoholism.
So you admit to having it?
No, I admit to being innocent.
No, you just said I am innocent of my alcoholism. You just claimed it's yours.
No, I understand it might be a complicated legal process, but you are.
Oh my God.
I wish I had a face cam right now because you
Because
would
your face
not
is falling off?
understand the level of disfocus I am currently at.
He's making words up now. Good. Oh, good. It's like 3 a.m. with Sneaky all over again.
Look, I will have you know, 3 a.m. Sneaky is far more coherent than I am.
Let's see if that's an actual word that. Nope. No, that is not an actual word.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Yeah, as you were
Matt,
saying.
you should definitely post the chapter 15.
Okay, as long as I'm holding onto my chair, I can't fall off.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, look! That only happened one time, and I've already proven I can stand up just fine.
Okay,
Sneaky, that,
stand up.
No. That was like 7 shots ago.
I mean, you're not
Sneaky,
wrong.
Look, just do me a favor.
Sneaky, no.
Stand up and get some water.
I don't even need to stand up. I got a jug of water next to me.
No, I'm aware. I'm saying stand up and try to get a cup from the kitchen.
Oh,
Stand up
I
and try to
don't
get
need a
from the
cup
kitchen.
from the kitchen. I have a jug of water. I should get a face cam so you guys can just recognize
Pain.
my movements and the jug of water that I have next to me.
the jig of what I. Okay.
Honestly, I'm trying to get him to stand up to generate some more comedy gold.
Yeah, I mean,
Did we finish the story?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
Nice of you to notice.
my bad. Where's my mouse cursor?
Oh.
I can't
Oh,
find my
dear.
mouse cursor. There it is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so glad we don't have a face cam because I'm pretty certain, like,
Sneaky,
We can-
Discord does have the ability for you to turn on a camera.
Yeah, it has video cam.
I'm aware of Discord's ability
Oh,
to
cool.
multi-stream the camera. Except the main problem is I don't know where my camera is. So,
You have a phone, don't you?
I mean, what does that have anything to do with it?
Your phone has a camera. Your phone can have Discord.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Well. But I don't want to tell anyone.
Sneaky, why is this back up here?
Why
Let's
is
back up.
what where?
I'm sorry, I decided to, like, I needed to log into the Fanfiction account. So I need to log in through Google, and I decided to just go ahead and go in through the drive. How old is this note?
What note is that?
Yeah, what note?
The Kavaler Bible. Good job misspelling that, dumbass. Again.
The what Bible?
Oh, the Kevlar Bible!
Right! The bulletproof Bible that I was gonna sell to people.
Yeah, the one that... Did you lose the fucking research I gave you? Oh, god damn it.
Maybe?
I spent literal hours compiling prices for you, and you lost it?
You do too much work, man.
Look, I was highly stressed at the time with multiple people trying to kill me.
I believe that writing with Max would be like the easiest thing in the world.
Well, all you have to do is once I start running low at like 1 to 2k words, just put something in to restart my word count.
Yeah,
So
have the same
Maybe
thing.
I should stop drinking. I can't aim the vodka.
You can't aim the word. What are you aiming the vodka at? I wonder.
This is fantastic.
And
I go to see The Incredibles 2 and I come back to another comedy show. How have you put up with this?
Fuck
What movie did you watch?
you!
It's 9:07. The stream is still going.
It's 2
Oh,
a.m.
That's right. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. for you.
Oh, please, you're up at this time anyway. Don't act
Yeah,
like
it's
you are.
Saturday. It's Friday. I can stay up till whenever.
God,
honestly,
hold
you know what?
still, hand.
I think it would be interesting riding with you, Kiln, but I feel like you and I would have like the same issue that Sneaky and I had, but worse. And that we would argue about what direction to take a story and argue about theories and whatnot.
And possibly, I don't really argue much about theories, except for when Sneaky something really stupid.
Look,
Oh.
I have a problem in which I don't know normal human interaction, so I constantly ask him for some fucking basis to base the writing on. And then comes like, oh, I'm too busy playing Asian Simulator to give you any stuff. Can't you just go off text? And then I
So what I'm hearing is Sneaky's a robot that doesn't understand how to interact with other humans, which we already knew.
No, what I'm hearing is Sneaky finally knows what it's like to write with himself.
Nah, see, I've just got into Final Fantasy now, but like when we were writing, I was like, okay, so I generally just write the action scenes for this. Everything else is him, because at some point he decided that fuck the shit fest, we're just gonna make this serious story, and I was all like on board with that. And then it still slowly got into a depressive kind of story, and I'm like, I can't write that. I'm kind of a happy person.
That's
I
mean, ours has been.
I mean, just expecting me to not write non-depressive works.
like
is
what's happened with mine and Atin is we start comedy, quick depression spike, back to comedy, depression spike. Oh hey, we're back to comedy again.
No, the Sneaky is just going down a dark hole, but now we have a plot line to follow, so I'm quite happy with that.
Oh yeah, we have a plot now. That
Yeah,
was cool.
it just came out of, like, it
I
came out of the
noticed. I'm so proud of you guys for that.
Depressing stories are fun to write. So dramedy. No, it's not like even like dramedy. It's more like I just write the straight and narrow, and it turns out that my life is shit. So all I know is how to write shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Boy, we've finally gotten to the sad drunk part. I wondered when we'd get here.
well, it's a phase. It'll pass.
It's a phase 2 liters in?
Yes.
Sneaky, how much of that vodka have you drunken?
Alright, so, I mean, we started off with about the top neck. No, the middle neck.
Sneaky's a level 12 brewmaster at this point.
The top
He's
of the
starting
bottle.
to split.
Okay, top of the bottle.
And we're about down to half of the bottle.
Okay, how big is the bottle?
2.5 liters.
Was it like a fucking
Right.
jerry can of
He's
water?
consumed a liter and a quarter.
It's an American variation of the large bottle.
But
Okay?
you have jerry cans of vodka in the
It
USA.
was cheaper.
I kill him.
I completely. I'm very very happy about that because.
Oh yeah, well, Kill,
if
you
I
gotta
moved
keep
to a
in
country-
mind. Keep in mind, Kill, this is the same country where here in the South, NASCAR started because of moonshine runners.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that I know.
NASCAR
It's a-
is because of the moonshine.
No, if
and
only they would have corners on their track.
look, it's just another left turn. It's really exciting to watch when you're not sober. Because it's always,
Okay, hold on. Not sober is the South's motto.
it's always another left turn. And it
Yeah,
takes you by surprise every time. Because you always think they're going to turn right eventually.
Well, I mean, sometimes they turn right after they've hit someone else.
That is the best part about NASCAR is when they hit someone else and then the car goes
People
flying.
don't watch People don't watch NASCAR for the racing. They watch it for the crashes.
I can't feel my tongue anymore.
Oh Jesus Christ! He's going to bite his tongue off. It's gonna happen tonight, isn't it?
No, I'm gonna play Dota after this.
Oh, you have to stream that.
Yes, go mid as Invoker. It'd be lovely to watch a drunk
Mid as
Invoker.
I can't
Oh,
play
Kill,
Invoker
you're a terrible person. Don't
sober.
encourage that.
What?
He can't play Invoker sober. I've actually seen him try. It's fucking hilarious.
But can he not do the combos or what?
Remember,
No.
Sneaky, the
He
vodka
doesn't- I don't think
is
he knows how to play it.
responsible from the tragic
Oh.
backstory. The only way to solve
Alright,
the
just to
problem
give you an
is
example, so Max,
No,
you know how
that
Invoker is
is-
basically
that
a
is-
fighting character, right?
No, I know. I'm aware. I tried Invoker. I'm like, oh, I could see where people would like to use this guy.
The tragic backstory.
And I can also see
comes
why people
from
bitch about
my
playing it because
life
they don't
and
come from like a
not
fighting game background.
Chaos Knight.
I love
Chaos
playing.
Knight
He's the first character I've properly mastered.
is
Oh,
merely
Invoker's a ton of fun. I'm
facet
terrible at him. But that has
I'm very good at
of
Invoker and
my
Invoker.
ability to
Well, look at it
express
this way, Atin. If I can get you to practice more fighting games, you'll probably find Invoker to be easier because it's just button combinations, which is
Humans
what
are
combos
strange
are.
creatures.
Atin.
This,
Look,
I
think
can't
of him.
even
Think of him this way, right? Weed gives you speed. Is
No. I understand that. I'm bad at timing the combo.
All right. Okay.
Like I physically understand Invoker. I understand generally what build to go when. I'm just bad at hit.
I
Oh,
mean,
that makes-
Invoker is. I've gone auto attack Invoker before. No one
That's not an
expected
Invoker
that.
build.
They all thought I was gonna be a spell focused Invoker, and I was just like, lol, I just hit like a dump truck.
I have 14 spells.
We
and
lost
I-
that game.
Of course you did. You know, he's 10 spells now, right? Yeah, 10 spells. Because Invoke doesn't count. Yes, Cataclysm counts as a different
I mean,
spell.
technically, Invoke is the most important spell.
Yeah, I mean, yes, and that's why you get the Aghanim as fast as you fucking can. You're ahead in the game, get Aghanim. If you're not, get Midas first.
I had an Invoker who had an Aghanim and also had Cataclysm, but didn't know how to activate Cataclysm.
Honestly, Cataclysm is better as a vision ability than a team fight ability because it spawns 2 Sunstrikes next to people that they can.
He tried to use Sunstrike on individual heroes but kept missing. I'm just like, dude, just double tap the Sunstrike for the
He might have
Cataclysm.
quick cast on. In that case, you alt and press the button for Sunstrike. Easiest.
I mean, it's possible, I guess. He was a pretty shit Invoker.
And honestly, if you play Invoker or Spirit without quick cast, I have no idea how you survive.
I will say, honestly, we are always in a state of organized chaos. For Helix is within everything.
Chapter is up now.
Yay! Maybe people will like us.
Uh,
Probably not.
I find it mildly funny that every time you guys update your chapters, our chapter gets more views.
How about you suck a dick, mister? I'm posting in a more popular section.
No, it's not even that, because every time you guys update your chapter,
Let's begin the Gundam story tonight.
our chapter gets more views.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm playing Dota, but, I mean, okay, so I did just get the new Gundam Breaker, so I am in a Gundam mood.
I can no longer read the words on the screen, so I think
I think tomorrow's a better idea then.
I think
tomorrow.
I mean, we don't need Sneaky for that. We don't need Sneaky to start the Gundam story. Literally, all we need Sneaky for is to write Sneaky.
I mean, isn't he playing Hero? So he technically does have like.
No, I decided that your original casting was better, so.
I
you
am
originally had
always
Sneaky cast
important
No, they're Hero. You.
to every story.
So wait, are we rolling with him as Hero or not?
We're rolling with somebody as Hero. So like, I want the Sneaky to be duo because shitposter. Plus the edgiest Gundam out there.
Yeah, and I hear you, but like, sure, Death Size is edgy, but Duo is not. At least not until season 2. Duo.
You can imagine Duo being a drunk idiot.
I mean, that won't be substantially different from normal Duo.
I resemble that remark, and I take offense to that accusation.
And of course, Max gets to be Ketra because Max. Ketra, a barber winner. Red Mage, Red Mage.
Right, so,
Number 7 in the queue.
grand finale of everyone joining us to this point. We're here every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you for joining us. Tell your friends and your Discord peoples, and generally spread us amongst the populace, because we rant about fanfiction occasionally. And more often than not, we go off track severely with a lot of drunken rants.
No. Let's be clear. There's one drunken rant. One.
Well,
Uno.
I mean, I drunkenly rant about a lot of things, and usually not on the same topic, but sometimes it happens. But my point being is that we're here every Tuesday and Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. And you should tell people about this, because I always love more people. even though I can't read what's being said right now due to vision impairment, I thank you for your contributions to the stream and the contributions to whenever I stop being drunk. And is there anything else I should be saying? Alright, there's always more, and it always gets worse.